thanks so much for checking in with this week's Tunes and Tells, a special summer reading preschool story time. We're so excited to have you join us. This week we're going to be learning all about the Frog King, which is a classic German folktale. It's actually one of the oldest German folktales. It was passed down orally from generation to generation until the Brothers Grimm published it in their Household Children's Tales book in 1812. So I hope you guys enjoy. Let's go ahead and get started with our welcome song. This is called If You'd Like to Read a Book. If you'd like to read a book, clap your hands. If you'd like to read a book, clap your hands. If you'd like to read a book, listen up and take a look. If you'd like to read a book, clap your hands. If you'd like to read a book, nod your head. If you'd like to read a book, nod your head. If you'd like to read a book, listen up and take a look. If you'd like to read a book, nod your head. If you'd like to read a book, stomp your feet. If you'd like to read a book, stomp your feet. If you'd like to read a book, listen up and take a look. If you'd like to read a book, stomp your feet. All right, that was so good, guys. Now we're going to do one of my favorite rhymes. It's called This is Big, Big, Big. So we're going to go big, small, short, tall, fast, slow. Yes, no. Okay? Go ahead and join in with me now. This is big, big, big. This is small, small, small. This is short, short, short. This is tall, tall, tall. This is fast, fast, fast. This is slow, slow, slow. This is yes, yes, yes. This is no, no, no. All right, I hope you enjoyed that. That's one of my favorite little rhymes. Now we're going to go ahead and do our tell for this week. And I have a very special guest with me. The frog, which is featured in The Frog King. So he's going to listen to our tale with us. Once upon a time, in a grand castle near the forest, there lived a king and his beautiful daughter. The daughter's favorite thing to do was to go to a pond in the forest and sing and play with her ball. Oh, I like singing. You do? Well, so does the princess. You guys have that in common. So one day, the princess was playing with her favorite toy. It's a golden ball. And she dropped it in the water. Normally, that wouldn't be that big of a deal, but the water was too deep and she was afraid to go get it. And so she began to cry. She was so sad she lost her toy. Oh no, I know, that's so sad. Well, the frog, like this little guy, popped his head out of the water when he heard the princess crying, and he said, "What's wrong?" The princess explained that she had dropped her ball and she couldn't get it. Well, the frog offered to go retrieve the ball for her if she promised to love him and to be his friend. She agreed, but she thought, that frog's too ugly. I don't think I will love him. But really, she just wanted her ball back, so she agreed anyways. That was kind of mean of her, wasn't it? Just because the frog was ugly doesn't mean he didn't deserve to have friends or be loved. Yeah. Well, the frog went down and retrieved the ball and brought it back to the princess. She was so excited to have her favorite toy back that she scooped it up and ran back to the castle to show her father, forgetting all about the poor frog and her promise she'd made. Oh, that's very sad, isn't it? Oh, I bet this frog was sad like this. Well, the frog was not deterred. He was, afraid that the princess had forgotten him, but he decided he was just going to go to the castle and remind her that she'd agreed to be his friend and to love him. So the frog slowly made his way through the forest to the castle doors. The king and the princess were eating dinner that night when he finally showed up. He knocked on the door and he called, "Princess, princess, let me in." The princess opened the door, and then she slammed it shut in his face. She was so afraid because he'd followed her home, and she didn't want to be his friend. The king asked, "Princess, who is that?" She explained that it was the frog who had retrieved her ball. The king told her, "You have to keep your promises." And so she opened the door and she let him in, even though she didn't want to. The frog went into the dining room where they were eating dinner, and he asked to share the plate with the princess. She didn't want to, but the king told her she had to because she'd promised to love him and be his friend. And when you love somebody, you share with them. So the frog ate dinner at the table with the king and the princess. Later that night, when it was time to go to bed, the frog asked the princess to take him to her room so they could go to bed. The princess didn't want to, but the king told her again, "You have to keep your promises." So the princess scooped up the frog in her arms and she carried him up to her bedroom. The frog asked, "Where will I sleep? Can I sleep in your bed?" The princess got so angry she threw the frog away. And wouldn't you know it, the frog suddenly hit the wall and he turned into a prince. It turns out an evil witch had cast a curse on the prince and turned him into a frog. He was a man all along. The princess was so happy that the thing she'd agreed to love was actually a prince and not a frog. And they ended up getting married and they lived happily ever after. So that's the Frog King. It's a very interesting tale. I think it's important to remember not to judge people on how they look and to always keep your promises. So I hope you guys enjoyed. We're about out of time this week, so let's sing our goodbye song. I hope you guys enjoyed that tale. Now it's time to sing our goodbye song. We clap and sing goodbye. We clap and sing goodbye. With our friends at story time, we clap and sing goodbye. We nod and sing goodbye. We nod and sing goodbye. With our friends at story time, we nod and sing goodbye. We stomp and sing goodbye. We stomp and sing goodbye. With our friends at story time, we stomp and sing goodbye. We wave and sing goodbye. We wave and sing goodbye. With our friends at story time, we wave and sing goodbye. And that's it. Thanks so much for joining me this week. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. Don't forget to check our Facebook page or haywoodlibrary.org for more fun summer reading programs. Also, don't forget to come by July 30th to either the Waynesville or Canton Branch libraries. We're going to have a really fun summer reading wrap-up party. We'll have prizes and snacks and games. It'll just be a great time. That's also a chance you can bring your completed tracker cards in and pick out your free book and be entered to win one of our grand prize gift baskets. So we hope to see you there. Hey guys, I'm going to show you how to do the craft kit for the Frog King really quick. Your kit will have instructions, but for this, it involves a little bit of origami, so I thought it might be helpful to have a video tutorial. In your kit, you're going to have a sheet of green paper. Yours might be a darker green. That's fine. You're going to have a straw, a strip of red paper, and a pair of googly eyes. Something else you're going to need that is not included in your kit: scissors and some type of glue or tape to adhere everything together. A glue stick, some liquid Elmer's glue ball, or like I said, tape will work. For today, for mine, I'm going to use hot glue just because I like it, because it will dry faster, but you definitely do not have to have a hot glue gun to do this. So our first step is to take our sheet of green paper. We are going to take one corner and fold it until the edge meets up with this other edge perfectly. Okay. So that's what that'll look like. We're gonna trim this excess part at the bottom. We don't need it. So we'll take our scissors and just cut along there. Okay. So this we do not need anymore. You're going to be left with a triangle. When you unfold it, you have a perfect square. This crease right here is where you're going to cut, so you can have two triangles that are the exact same. All right. So now we'll just grab one. So this apex corner, the one that meets up at the top, we're gonna fold down a little bit, maybe just about an inch or so, like this, to create a little flap. We're gonna do the exact same thing on this other triangle. Try to get them about the same size. So now take one of the pieces in your red strip of paper. We're going to, right here where this flap was created, that's where we'll glue our paper down. Just like that. Now we're going to take our straw and we're going to glue it down on top of the red strip. Oops. Sorry, my hot glue piece fell out. So we'll put a little bit of glue right down the center. So you can see I put a little bit of glue right down the middle, and then I'm going to put the straw just like that. Now we're going to add some more glue to the rest of this and glue this triangle right on top so it ends up like that. See, that goes right on top. All right. So all of your corners should match up. And this is what we have. Now, take the sides and fold them back just to create some little legs for your frog to stand on. So it can sit up. And we're going to take this red strip and roll it up. If you have a pen or a pencil, this makes this part a little bit easier, but you certainly don't have to have one. So there it is, all rolled up, and it'll come loose a little bit, that's fine. You've got a pair of googly eyes in your kit. You can just put them on about, you know, where you think my eyes might be on this little critter. Obviously, this is its tongue, its mouth, you know, it's got its legs on the side, so you can use that to orient where you want to put the eyeballs. So if you want to, you can take a marker or a crayon and, you know, give them some little spots and decorations, add some nostrils, all that fun stuff. And we've already got his tongue rolled up. So now you'll just blow on the straw and you can make his tongue pop out like a real frog does when they dart out to catch yummy insects. Oh, I rolled this the wrong way. I'm so sorry. He actually gets rolled that way. There we go. And there you go. And we have some cute little origami insects. Instructions are not included in your kit, but if you want to learn to make them, you can find instructions on Google. This looks like a little worm. This is a butterfly. And this looks like maybe a little beetle. And he can dart out to catch the little insects. So that's our kit for this week. I hope you enjoyed.